One lady told me one day, she was like, do you have a fear of failure or a fear of succeeding? And that's deep, you know, if you really think about it.
That, though?
Mine was more so I'm not really afraid to fail. So I think, because I'm always the type of person that you have to try and, you know, you have to give your best effort, whatever that is at that time. Your 100% looks different than other people's. So I think my answer to her exactly was, you know, maybe I have a fear of succeeding, or like taking my life to that higher power, that higher journey, and really like kind of unleashing, like going to my full potential. So that's my answer. I mean, I don't know.
No,
I feel it. I mean, hey, that's how you feel. Honestly, for me,
what is yours? Fear of failing or fear of success?
Wow, you know what? Right now, when it comes to success, all that, I love it all. I love the failure in it, and I love the success in it. Because when I fail, nothing motivates me more than I fucking fail. I know that sounds real, like, seriously. I failed my whole life, educationally wise.
Okay.
Went to college, dominated that shit. And now I kind of like not failed at things, but you know, just lacked at things. And now I'm like attacking it. Yeah, I lacked at a lot of things, but now I'm attacking everything I lacked, and I'm becoming really great at it. You know.
What kind of things you think you failed at, or like more so?
Confidence. Oh, y'all.
In what area?
Oh, a lot. Like for instance, I remember in 4th grade, my biggest thing I remember was we was in Miss Reed's class. We was learning math, and I didn't pay attention to that motherfucker at all. And then one day, she's like, go to the chalkboard and tell the math problem. I was like, all right, I go up here and do this shit. So I go to the chalkboard. I'm like, all right. And I just held the chalk against the chalkboard like a dumbass. And the whole class like, laughing. And I was laughing with them too. Knowing deep down, I was like, damn, I'm a dumb nigga. Because I didn't have the confidence to even try to fucking write the math problem. I just stood up there and became a class clown. And I learned that. Yeah.
And it's interesting that you like equated to like confidence, because you know when we were children, while we were talking about growing up in the school systems and stuff like that, you know, if you weren't that popular one, or you know, it's such thing, you know, but as your children you have a shyer side.
Yeah, the introverts.
I love it though.
Those introverts, they're not gonna act out.
Like you said, don't put everybody in such a category, you know. And I think it's really hard nowadays when
for your solutions.
Oh, okay, let's see.
I don't know, but that's when I realized at a point in my life that, all right, bruh, you need to step it up.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, I seen Justin's sticker on Steak and Shake.
Oh, you saw my sticker? Hey, if y'all in Cleveland, Ohio, y'all live in Cleveland, Ohio, go to Steak and Shake, and y'all will see a sticker there. The Lavish Journey.
Start taking pictures and sending it to us.
Yeah, that's what we should do. Do the hashtag.
Yeah,
hashtag Lavish Journey. Yeah,
let's go.
Hashtag Lavish Journey.
I see him at the gas station when I pull up on every pump. I'm like, we
hey, that's at every gas station.
It's all about
Speedway. Bob Evans, Denny's, like that, you'll see them everywhere.
Right,
on the last point that was
give us
made,
some topics y'all might want us to talk about. Feel free to, you know, give us some.
Yeah, but on the last point that was made about fear of failure,
right,
or
fear of success,
I feel like that also ties into the last statements that we made about schooling. So school is a failure system. So what you do is if you get a test and you have 20 questions or something, you don't reach a certain point of knowledge or the certain amount of answers correct, then you fail. And they assume that that's going to stick a fire up under people's ass, and they're just going to be like, I need to do better. And yes, it works that way for some. But just like you said, each child is different.
Every child is different.
So I believe that the fear of failure is cultivated by schools in a way. Just because, even in my experience, just because like I was in like, I dance a lot. So in dancing, dancing is an art that is learned through failure. When you reach a foot out and it's not at the right angle and it doesn't look right, you learn next time to reach that foot out in a different way. Yeah. But if somebody is standing there going, no, you fail, come back tomorrow and try that footstep again tomorrow. That's and you have to sit with the failure, and you were given an F, then you're less likely to want to stand back up and make that decision to do it again.
Yeah, you live and you learn, man. It's
so like, I feel like if the system were to be the best, or the best way to look at life is to allow yourself to fail as much as possible, because success is a product of failure.
Yeah,
I like that. Yeah. Success is a product.
That's why I've been saying you gotta love that failure. You gotta love it though. You gotta love it. If you don't love it, you won't succeed.
Yeah, it's both sides to a coin.
Yeah, man. You ain't
but it makes
game.
that coin. You feel me? You can't do one without the other, because there's no success story without failing. You know, and even like you said, when you get that paper, some people, all right, I failed at this, but watch, watch me succeed in these other aspects of my life. And that's just something for, I think everybody has to reflect on those moments of when we fail and then push past it, because you're not going to be great at everything.
Right.
That's impossible.
But you can't get great at anything.
But you
if
can't
you never failed at it.
Yeah, and we have to fail to learn. Just this podcast. Like, all right, we might take aspects we failed at that, we didn't do good, but now let's rebound from it. So there's no such thing with success without failure. So embrace both sides of that coin.
For sure.
Yeah, you gotta embrace all that shit.
Yeah.
I like that.